Good evening, everybody. We are back this time with a new game that we're gonna be trying out. As you can see, the name of the game is Control. It has been around for quite some time, but it was a part of the last month's Humble Bundle, or how it's now called Humble Choice. That's why we are gonna be checking it out. From what I know about the game, is that I saw it used as an advertisement for the RTX games a lot and heavily pushed by Nvidia, and also generally positive reviews about it. So the game is should be quite good. This should be sufficient. No changes. Let's start.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello?
Damn.
Anyone here?
That's an intense intro. One moment, let me slightly increase the volume of the game because it was super silent, I think. Let me check on the stream. Let me increase a bit more. Hopefully that should be enough. Okay, let's proceed. So the intro to the game was like somewhat some philosophical discussions of the, which sounds like a bit like mentally unstable in nature, but we will see. It's intriguing at least. Prohibited items reminder. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smart watches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2 pencils. What does that mean? Is this some kind of special pencils? Any objects considering iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. What? All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. The game is super smooth, by the way. Even on my not that powerful gaming laptop on which I'm streaming at the moment. It's certainly above like 60 FPS, I can feel it.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Bureau expenditures. Major staffing, surveillance, something redacted, data center initiative, construction, 2 redacted items, minor, office equipment, janitorial costs redacted, mold removal, headquarters, livability costs.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Security order. Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all. Redact the shark in his redacted although secure. Permission to follow in basic protocol. Shoot to kill. Shark. Hmm. Interesting. Federal Bureau of Control. Hello. As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We are still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request Form R4E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filling an R4, then you will need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head. Then names of the heads of departments as needed. They will be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. I'm hearing somebody sing.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin Johan helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Let me check a few things. The game sound, should I increase it or it's enough? I will increase it slightly. And then later on I will discover that it was too loud or too little. We'll see. What's here? Anything interesting? Damn. What's in here? Wait. Either they have an identical entrance from the other side, or we just looped out somehow and the building has changed.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
The
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
damn, that's like intense intro. I am super intrigued. I like it. Approved terminology reminder. While penning any notification of deaths related to the below AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Word phrases to use. In the service of his/her country, regret, proud pride will be remembered. Words phrased to avoid Alaska, scissors, blood bleed, loss, apologies, sorry. Our name is Jess Faden. Multiple containment breaches detected. The games look super sharp, by the way. Okay, we need clearance level 1. Do not disturb. Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara, not a single one. The heck? That was clearly a gunshot.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Okay. That was not good. She cannot jump far. Noted. We is male. The heck is that thing?
The same gun. Okay. have a gun.
Okay, my aim is a bit rusty. I think shooting in the head does not add much of a damage, at least to those creatures. To these ones it did.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
This is insane. What the heck?
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Object of power.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
What's that cube? Service weapon OOP-1KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to do something. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of, I guess, director. The object will determine whether you are worthy, I guess. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis redacted many forms throughout history. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varunastra, all weapons that something of their wielders, sign of power of their wielders, I guess. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestations of the event. If this is the case, see Dr. Dallin presentations 11.1 for more details. Interesting.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Line. Says the dead man. Okay.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Interesting. Okay, it closes the moment you step away. Let's check for any documents here. Dinner reservation at 7 p.m. at Chess Ambre. There was another collectible, I think. Yeah, that one we heard already. Federal Bureau of Control Confidential for Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Dallas. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this, and the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find better. We need to find better a way to sort the fake AWEs from the real things, or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we are en route to Sherman Ranch. Next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Materials. Conceptual material. Undefined reading. Let me guess, if I open it again, it will be in a different place. Nope, same one. Central executive there.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble is contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Urban legends. Examination of paranatural topics. Urban legends. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain something informed by our own and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially something in popular culture using something. Our bureau made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. Altered world events that only occur on something. A pair of scissors that consume human through 2 punctures of the something. These details living in the minds of so many have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 493-6942 for a full report. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government's relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How had you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they will need to leave. If the answers seem something suspicious, I guess, escort them to a private room. There, perform the Gunnar's psychological assessment. If their response are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet. Then something immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious. The heck?
Must cleanse control points. Benefi. Corruption. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
This is insane.
Holy shit. You
Exactly.
did it.
Exactly.
We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the Hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Indeed.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
So we, the spirit or whatever her inner voice are like, so they break the force wall by talking to us and we are like the voice in their head. Examination of paranatural topics, control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the something arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by something detection of an obstructed ping using the something within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or something, or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be stabilized, I guess. Refer to file 725-2788 for full report. Assets. Oh. Damage boost, nice.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss corrupted agent. The Hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The Hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incantation ad infinitum. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons preparing to enter their next stage of evolution? When attacked, his agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file unknown for full report.
Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
Sure.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
Don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks,
Okay.
Emily.
I have so many questions, but I enjoy the fact that there is this mystery and you do not understand what happens. It's like intriguing. Let's walk around and see, maybe there is some document. This will be probably used for some like crafting or improvements.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Let's ask her a bunch of questions.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah.
I like how chill she is about it. Like, there is so much going on. I have so many questions, and I like being in the state where I don't understand anything. It makes it that much more interesting.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks.
I mean, I actually got it. Objects of power are just more stable ones.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Oh, I will. Any documents here? Wait. Oh. Executive affairs. We need to go there, right? Yes.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Shatter projectile boost. Exclusive to Shatter. Okay, we don't have even level 1 clearance. Wait. The heck? That scared the shit out of me, to be honest. Week 83 report. Visited the following Nevada accommodations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A Plus Lodge. Expenditures. There must be more of them over there. Wonder what's there.
Yes, it's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With all that.
Okay, so that's extremely overpowered by plot area that we cannot go in yet. His barrier. The His resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. His barriers appear as a way to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them: destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, destroy the His entities in the area. The resonance field seems to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of His resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of His resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Refer to file redacted for full report. Stable area notice. Please be aware, due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green, stable; yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts; orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts; red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. Havana summary. Altered world events. Event summary. An auditory event occurred at the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. A reduced number of deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the altered world event, which is reported to have been redacted. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise, accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for redacted minutes. No visual phenomena was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. After Formula 1.9 was recited in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI-85 for details. What's here? Okay, we cannot go there yet, I think. Yes, we cannot. Because it hurts us pretty badly. Dead letters. Machine God. I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine. and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Interesting. My aim is so bad. I think I need to adjust sensitivity a bit. Or haven't played first-person shooter since such a long time. Or I'm just looking for excuses to justify that I'm not that good. Federal. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters archive. Cataloging the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows into authentic human encounters with the supernatural world. The letters came to us from various places and times, gathered by the postal services undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realize not all letters contain accounts of genuine supernatural events, but even the earnest ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyze the letters for any information or suspected connection to altered world events and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. Having a flashlight would be nice because I don't see anything. Singing fish. Mr. Governor, spelled incorrectly by the way. I called the police but they never come to my house. I got a problem and you got to send folk to fix it. I got my wife one of them singing fish in the walls. It's not the real fish, it sings when you hit a button. But it's got the devil in it. It flies around at night and sings devil songs, says lots of cuss words. The devil got my house because of the fish and you got to come handle it. My wife is a real upset. When can you come? I should have tried to channel my American accent. There was something about fast travel. Can we fast travel between these points? Yep, that was the pop-up.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Interesting. Okay, this requires second level clearance, which we do not have. Where are the doors here? Dead presidents, to whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides, giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I am imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you would like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Okay, that's not interesting.
We'll find your mama together.
Well, that was freaking creepy.
communications. We're on the right track.
Okay, something tells me we cannot go there. Okay, that's about book club.
Object of power. Looks like the piss flashed on there. We need to test it. So we're too early for this area or something? It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
So we gained a superpower.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss. Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Re-information campaign summary of Willow Alter World event. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns make the public much less likely to suspect anything. So another Alter World event behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring, news sources and whatever for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tamashii is out. We cannot get in here, right?
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
Clearance
This
level
must
1.
open the door.
Nice. These are extremely dark bathrooms.
They can fly now. Great. I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Yeah. But Butte summary. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, I guess, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at Redacted, which had been connected to a total of unknown number of disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house some days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte homes closet disappeared during the incident.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but they can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what the odds an altered item will show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Alberto Tomasi, head of comm. The hiss got him. The hotline can't be far now.
I have very little health points. That's the phone ringing, right? Hotline security log. Director Trench, Bill Everett. Okay.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the Black Pyramid.
Okay. I wonder where would be our save point. I thought we would float or something like that, so guess we needed to go back. Wait. Does it mean it's before the fight? Okay, it isn't, luckily. Ouch. Butte. According to their testimony, the agent had been transported from the Butte home to a roadside motel named the Ocean View Motel and Casino, and discovered the room key by performing a ritual. See file MOT 0.101. The key opened a door marked with an inverted black pyramid which they only learned after a lengthy period of trial and error. After pulling another motel cord found inside the room, they were transported to the oldest house. The disappearance of the home's owner and the other locals of Butte have been attributed to the light switch cord. The Ocean View motel. I thought that view mean, but it's there is a typo in the second name. Here it's Ocean View, and here is Ocean U. Motel is now known to have many doors and passway. Wonder how nobody noticed. Since the occurrence, identical light switch cord to the one found in the Butte home have begun appearing throughout the oldest house. At the time of writing, some number light cords have been found in the oldest house located in the blah blah and the blah blah sectors. These all access the Ocean View Motel, though how exactly this link operates is unknown, I guess. But initial hypothesis center on the Butte Altered World event is blah blah blah. See Dr. Darling, presentation 24.3 for more details. Notice Ocean U Motel's casino entry point. Catalyst light switch. The law of three applies. That was sneaky. So, do we need to pull the light switch cord 3 times?
Whoa! Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
Traverse Ocean U Motel. It opens different doors.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Okay. This one. Three times, right? Okay, that thing is not feeling well. The hotline will allow you to contact extra-dimensional entities. Okay, I got killed. So I should have done something with that. Let's call it Andy. Should I just dodge them? Parkour?
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
And we also had the nose
People
split.
react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Wait. This wasn't here before. We got a passage. To all executive staff, I know there is some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the US Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is not accident. Regards, the Carrier Trench, director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Headshot damage plus 41%. Or just general damage plus 24%. Ooh. Sorry, I paused because I was sneezing. Let's continue. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Any radio signal, I guess. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. Okay, so some different signals. If the power of collective unconscious is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural something for the oldest house to accept them, I guess. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the something to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Something agents have been injured by cell phones exploding their pockets while entering the oldest house. I see. Dangerous. That's quite morbid music, or really dark. Shifted bathroom complaints. I know you can control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. Yeah, that would have been a pain in the ass indeed. And somewhat literally, I would say. Nothing interesting here. Any documents here? Let's stand here as a safe point. Ooh, outfits. civilian. Okay.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
We can now upgrade our skills and everything.
Hi, Jesse.
Never mind.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Already have asked her all about that.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us. We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
Interesting.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
Astral construct. Let's see. So that's where materials comes in. You can construct weapon or mods. Energy gain from headshots. Did I just construct it? Yes, it says constructed. God damn it, I did not want to do it. I wanted to check what it does. Is there a way to read what it does? I guess obscured weapon mods literally means that it's obscured and you cannot. God damn it, I refreshed the mods and I lost 3,000 units of currency that we had. God damn it. Well, hopefully I did not waste too much resources.
What about the planet tracking them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the Hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor.
Elevator was mentioned. I don't see any elevators around.
Why did they start acting like that?
That red light got him. But honestly, I don't know what happened.
Thinking about pulsing the skin and those words. They're stuck in my head.
Para utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals supernatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the something object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of something, while others are only capable of as little as something. What exactly determines an individual's supernatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some exist within the body and that, like a muscle, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Norse movie records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request.
Executive Sector is supposed to have a designated security team here for our protection. Where the hell are they?
If the internal lockdown is in effect, then they can't use the elevator to reach us. We're on our own.
I can't think of these things when they installed the lockdown system.
Once again. Okay, guys. This would be a point where we stop for today. That was an intense introduction to this game. I liked it quite a bit. As I said just now, it's like super intense and intriguing, and I like that, and I want to continue this game. And that's what we're gonna be doing in the upcoming few days. I don't know how long this game is, but I think it's like not that long, only couple evenings, maybe a bit more given that we don't play that much, but we'll see. As usual, thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the other streams, and take care.